So this is a great way to make patterns for anything that you're doing. You know, you can always have this pattern and keep it and put it on anything. So what you want to do first is you want to go at the top. You want to open the file, press new. I guess 3000 by 3000, or you can go higher, and you can turn the resolution up from 300 to 1200, because the higher the resolution, the better the quality of the image. I recommend 600 unless your computer can handle it, because it takes huge graphic cards to handle anything in the thousands, but your computer might be able to do it. So what you want to do, not what I'm doing, but what you want to do is you want to draw the image in the document that you already have, and you want to bring it over to the new document, copy and paste it to the new document. If you don't already have the paint bucket tool showing, you want to right click and pick the paint bucket tool, and you want to change the background black, because the background in the image that you have is black. So that'll work great with the image you're going to draw to place on this background. So once you do that, you want to drag the image over into the new document, or you can use the selection tool or the lasso tool in the document that you drew and circle it, and then press Control C, and then come into your new document and press Control V. So what you're going to do is you're going to right click on your document and then press duplicate layer, and you're going to right click on it again, press duplicate layer. You're going to keep right clicking on it until you have as many as possible that you can stretch across the screen horizontally. So after you do that, you want to select the first copied document, and you want to hold shift and drag it over so it can align perfectly. And then you want to do that with the next document, and you want to, of course, keep stretching it while holding shift until all documents are stretched across the screen, or even bleeding off the screen. It's best to make them bleed off the screen so that we can create a pattern that has less gaps as possible, because we want to get it as close to the image as possible. So after you've done that, you want to select the first document, hold shift, go to the last document, and it will select all documents. Then you want to right click on the document and press merge layers. So now you want to right click and duplicate this image as many times as possible until you have enough to place down vertically on the document. So now the same thing you did when you created images to go across the screen horizontally, you're going to take this copy images and you're going to place them vertically down the screen so they can align as much as possible, and you want them to bleed off the page like this so that you won't have any open spaces. Now after you've done that, go over to the selection tool and just highlight the whole document. You could do this by being outside of the document and just highlighting the whole thing, and go up to edit, define pattern, name the pattern what you want. I'm just going to name it light bulbs, and okay. So now what you're going to do is you're going to go back to your image and you're going to select the magic wand tool, and if you don't see it, you could just right click and select it, and you're going to take the magic wand and select in the inside of your drawn Nike font. Then you can go at the bottom and select new layer, and you're going to use the paint bucket to fill in the selected Nike font area. Or you don't have to use the paint bucket. You can hold Alt and press backspace for the foreground color that you have, or Control and backspace for the background color that you have, and it will place those colors there. Now what you want to do is go down to add layer style and pick pattern overlay. And it will bring up the option. As you can see, it's already showing a pattern. You're going to click pattern and you'll see your pattern as the last pattern. And now after you do that, click, away from it, and then you can scale it as high as you want or as low as you want to get more patterns. The lower you scale it, the more patterns show up. And you can press OK. And after that, you have your patterns. This is a way to create all types of patterns for designs that you're doing in Photoshop without having to constantly draw each single one over and over again, every single one over and over again.